The story begins when the protagonist mentioned that at the end of April, the start of Golden Week, Shuko wanted to go home early and rest. In a sense, her weary self's wish will come true. The train was too fast, and it derailed on the curve. She stated that it seemed all the passengers died. Her eyes opened, and she thought why she was alive. She looked around and thought that the train crashed, and she remembered people flying in front of her. There were two other people, and she asked where this was, and the other girl replied that they also didn't know. All three of them stood up and heard a voice that stated that they were killed in an accident. Shuko turned around and saw an angel who told them that if they would like they could live again in her world. Shuko was confused about her world and lived again. The boy was surprised and happy that this was another world's reincarnation. He asked her if she could be a goddess. She agreed and told them that they can't return to their original world. She told them that they can either reincarnate or disappear and asked them to choose whichever they like. The other girl asked her among the other passengers, who else did she choose? The goddess replied that the souls she saved in the two train cars are them. They are her ingredients for her world. Shuko was shocked and thought about what this person was saying. The boy asked her why they were the only ones saved. The goddess smiled and responded that they are not poison or medicine, all of them. She explained to them that the earth has become a hunting ground for souls. She further mentioned that family members and friends who remain there will eventually be hunted. Shuko asked her what's with that. She thought if she was saying that she can kill people because she is a goddess. She clenched her fists and thought that no matter how angry she was, she can't go back to her original world. The goddess came close to her and asked her not to make such a face and told her that her world is full of magic and swords. The boy was happy and thought about swords and magic. The goddess told them that they will reincarnate at the age of 10 and she can give them 3 wishes for their new life. Shuko wondered why there were always 3 wishes. She thought of swords and magic and stated that she didn't want to fight. She asked if there was any healing magic. The goddess agreed and Shuko mentioned that she will have healing magic and a healthy body, and she wants someone she can rely on until she becomes independent. The boy stated that he wanted to do agriculture, so he wanted to have an ability that's useful for producing goods, and his other 2 wishes will be the same as her. The girl told the goddess that she is always protected by other people and she wants to have magic so that she can protect others. She requested the goddess to make the rest of her wishes the same as the others. The goddess responded that she can wish in whatever she wants. Shuko smiled and mentioned that as long as she lives, she will be free to do as she pleases. She stated that it is frustrating because she can't say she is on medicine, but at least she wants to support people by healing and she wants to live in peace. The goddess smiled and stated that she will reincarnate her near the people who will help each of them respectively. She was curious about what the soul from Earth will bring to her world and she was looking forward to it. The goddess told Shuko that this time she will give her a long life. She asked what about long life as she ended it on her own accord. Shuko woke up and shouted if they were kidding her. She looked around and then looked at herself and mentioned that she really became younger and her clothes are baggy. She looked beside her and saw a man sleeping next to her. She was shocked and touched his hair. She noticed he had black hair and wondered if he was a person of this world. He looks the same age as her. She realized she is 10 now and he must be in his late 20s. The boy looked at her and realized she was awake. She was surprised and said that he got up, moved and talked. He explained to her that yesterday he saw her. She was lying in the winter forest. She was confused about the winter forest and she remembered that if she collapsed in the middle of a winter forest without enough equipment, she would have been dead sooner or later. He thought that the goddess wasn't going to keep her alive. He said that he is glad that she was all right. Shuko grabbed his shirt, and as she thanked him for saving her, her stomach growled. Another guy came to the door and said that she was looking better than he thought and smiled at her, and asked her if she just woke up and how about a meal. He offered to cook for her. She blushed as her stomach growled and she thought who this was. He picked her up and put her in the chair and asked if she could reach like this. She thought about getting down from bed, sitting down, changing. She can't do anything without their help and she is so embarrassed. They served her soup and she was amazed as the soup looked delicious. She thanked them for the food and started eating as fast as she could. They both looked at each other and started laughing. A day ago, the boy was calling Falco and said this week's food is rice. Falco replied that this week's catch is over there. The boy said bring this to the guild. Falco asked Leon to look at her while she was sleeping. Leon turned around in shock and Falco explained that he found her yesterday. Leon asked if he found her in the forest. Falco explained that in the forest there was suddenly a person's footprints. She was lying in the path near a hut. There were no other footprints. Leon stated that it sounds like transportation magic, but that's just a story. He has never heard anything about the development of that type of magic. Leon mentioned that he is a former hunter, so he can come and go, and thought, how can a child get that far? Falco responded that it's not only that, her village clothes are unnatural. She had tended hair and her hands and feet were clean without a scratch. Leon tried to touch her while he mentioned that her hair is certainly soft. Falco asked him not to touch her and he agreed. He told him that even if she is a child she could have killed them if she wanted to. Falco asked if it was a problem concerning the great successor and she might have gotten involved in a plot and went missing. Leon said that this was unbelievable and asked if they should stay quiet about this. Falco agreed and said that's what he thought. Leon asked what they should do, leave her in a church or find foster parents. Falco responded that he will raise her. Leon was surprised that as a bachelor and a girl alone with each other, it was impossible. Falco stated that she will be an adult in 10 years, and he will teach her the sword, and she can become independent as a hunter. Leon realized that they will have to put up with a girl for 10 years. Falco looked at her hands and stated that these are the hands of someone who has never worked, and she won't be able to hold a sword. Leon slapped him and asked him not to touch. Falco mentioned that to live, swords are necessary. Women should be able to stand it. Falco said he will raise her. He found her so she is his. Leon asked him if they shouldn't respect the decision of the person involved. Leon asked if they should introduce themselves. Falcon introduced himself and told her he is a demon hunting expert and told her he was Leon and he is a guild courier that delivers food. She told them that she is Shoko. They had difficulty in calling out her name, and after a while she told them she will just be Shu, and it doesn't change that much. They apologized to her if this was sudden. Falco mentioned that she is a child who collapsed in the winter mountain where the demon lies and asked if something happened. He told her that she doesn't have to go into details. She thought about this question and he told her that about her future, she has 3 choices. Shuko thought of another 3 choices and he explained to her. First, she can go to the church and take care of orphans. Second, find foster parents, and third, stay with him. Shuko looked him in the eye and thought this person is the caretaker she wished for. He smiled and told her that if she is with him, she can get stronger with her sword. She denied and told him she didn't need it. He was shocked, while Leon laughed and said that even if that guy wishes to teach her about swords, she still doesn't want to. She agreed. He asked her how she would become independent. She thought about swords and magic and she didn't want it. She wants to study healing. Falco was surprised to hear that and asked her if she got the healing aptitude from the trial ceremony. She thought about the trial ceremony. He said that she has turned 7 already, everyone did it. It's a ceremony to measure her aptitude and quality for magical powers. Shuko was confused and realized that she didn't know anything about this world full of swords and magic. She couldn't say anything. She asked if everyone can use magic. Leon came close to her and asked if she could not use magic. She responded that she has never used it. They asked her how she took a bath or used the toilet. Shuko was flustered and didn't know what she should do. They whispered how in the world she was raised, and Leon said that he is pretty sure she is involved in the great successor problem. She slammed the door and she felt like they were talking about various things right now, but she didn't hear it. She sighed, and as she looked she saw the toilet. She thought about how they used magic in the bathroom. A gem started moving and she thought what this was, and as she touched it, it started shining. As the gem shined, it flushed. She thought that her hand glowed and water flushed. She was surprised and ran towards Leon and Falcon. She told them she just used magic. They were happy and said that next they only need to consult someone about her healing aptitude. Falcon thought that on second thought, it's better to let the church take care of her. He told her that if she wants to learn healing, the church is the best place. She asked them if they mind as she commutes. They thought about what was commuting, and she responded to the church from Falcon's place. Falcon told her that she didn't mind. Leon laughed at him, and while they were fighting she thought that the goddess must have prepared a caretaker just as she said. She is sure that this guy who picked her up from the snow is a good person. She clenched her fists and said that as if she would leave just because she won't use swords. She will have him take care of her. It was a week after reincarnating into a different world. Today was the perfect day to get rid of slime. Sho was on level 10 and she attacked the slime. She defeated the slime and said that this was the 30th. She wondered why she was doing something like this. She said that the magic stones on the slime are 500 gil each. She has 30, so that makes it 15,000 gil. She stated that she is tired, but she has to earn more. To be independent as soon as possible was what she planned, but she remembered that Falcon told her that in this world they care about children. It's natural for him to place her on his lap, Hugging is a substitute for formal greeting. She was surprised and he told her to get used to it. She called the falcon and asked him to tell her about this world. He agreed and told her that this world is called Four Lands, which consists of kingdoms in the east, west, south, and north, and this is the growing forest. The north is growing forest hunting, east is lakes and marshes magic and study, south is plains agriculture, west is rocks and caves mining industry. He explained that there are a lot of people like Leon who have light eyes and hair here. She asked if she and him are rare. Falcon explained that they can meet people like them in the plains. He explained that her mother is a hunter. She traveled to places, and when she was in plains, she was born. She asked him about his father and stopped. He responded that he is in the plains and there are not many monsters in the plains, so she grew tired of it and immediately went on a journey. She said thank goodness, and he told her that 200 years is a long time and they meet and get along with various people. She was surprised that everyone can live until 200 years. He agreed and told her that she reached adulthood at 20, and there are people who have kids when they are 150. She looked up and asked Falco how old he was. He told her he was 50 and he is still a youngster. She asked him if he was serious. She thought about 200 years and it really feels like another world now. She thought about her previous life and said that she can't imagine a life like that for 200 years, but when she thinks of her busy days, it's amazing that she can spend her time doing what she wants to do. She was really happy. Falcon called Shu and she welcomed him back. He took her in his arms and said he was back and asked her what she did today. She responded that she hunted slimes and he asked her if she got hurt and asked her if she brought her potion. She forgot, and he told her that always bringing it is hunter's etiquette. She told him that she never agreed to becoming a hunter. He asked Shu about the outfit and started laughing. He told her that she looked like a fisherman. She started swinging her sword, and the falcon told her that's dangerous and praised her swordsmanship. He told her that it's good for hunting. She was pissed and said that she found a slime extermination spot for Falco, but she won't tell him. He told her that won't do it, and as her guardian, he has the right to watch over her, and he has the duty to watch her. She realized he is definitely enjoying this. They saw a carriage coming from a distance and Falcon said that must be Leon and mentioned that he brings over supplies every week. She said that it looks like there is someone else. Leon greeted Shu and said that he missed her. He asked Shu if she was going fishing. Falcon started laughing and she realized that they are really enjoying themselves. Leon took her in his arms and asked her not to be so down. The other guy who came with Leon asked Leon to let him hold her too. Leon apologized to the monk, and as she was in his arms, she realized he was tall. He told her that he is sane and asked about her. She told him that she is Shu. He smiled and stated that she is polite, and it's good that Falco's personality hasn't rubbed off on her. He called Falco and he straightened up. He asked him if he wasn't her adoptive parent and what's with the outfit. He started staring at her, and she gasped and realized that she should have worn her sword around her belt. Sane stated that children need clean clothes and asked her how long she has been wearing that. She responded that she takes a shower and wash her pants every day. He started scolding Falcon and mentioned that to make a child wash her own clothes. Sine asked Sho if she had a place to return to. Falcon stood up and asked the monk what he was saying so suddenly. She told Falco that it's okay and responded that she can't return to her hometown anymore and perhaps her family is still alive. But she heard they will be hunted soon. Leon was shocked to hear hunted, and she explained that her hometown has become a hunting ground, and they will all come there to hunt. Falcon asked if he was also hunted. She replied that everyone's souls left, but there are 3 people who were left behind, including her. It's because they are neither poison nor medicine. They were surprised to hear that and asked her what about the other 2. Falco mentioned there was only Shu in the woods. She told them that one wanted agriculture and Falcon realized it was the plains. The other one wanted magic, and it was the lake and marshes. Sine mentioned that the 3 of them were scattered, and he had never heard of hunting people. Perhaps it's done by people in the heart of the mountain. He apologized to Shoko for making her tell a painful story. Leon asked the monk about the ceremony. He placed a gem on the table, and Sine asked her to pour her magic in it. She put her hand near the gem, and it started glowing green. He told her that it seems she has the aptitude of a healer. She mentioned that the goddess did it properly and apologized to her for being suspicious of her up until now. Leon said that was amazing. Sane said that she had plenty of magic, but her aptitude is unbalanced. If she practices, she can become a magician. Falcon asked if it wasn't fine if she became a hunter. Sine was pissed at Falco, and Falco told him that she has a right to choose. Sine agreed and mentioned that the healing aptitude is valuable. Even if she works another job, She will be summoned when healers are short on hands. He asked him what he thought of leaving Shu with him for a week. Falco was outraged and told him that it has only been a week since he picked her up. Sho hasn't recovered yet. Sign responded that she looks calm enough to him. Rather, he is the one who seems anxious. Falcon shouted that's not it. Shu asked Scene if she had to start training now. He denied and told her that they usually start around 12 years old. She responded that she is 10 years old and asked if she could start in the spring because she wanted to be in Falco's care. Leon started laughing and Sign stated that it can't be helped and they may as well do what Shu wants. She thanked Sain-sama and he asked her if they should learn the basics of healing. She asked now and he told her that she doesn't have to be tense. He explained to her that the soul and the body are inseparable and if she hurt her body, she will hurt her soul. Therefore, they use magic to replenish the energy given to them by the goddess. Restore the wounded soul back to its original form and her wound will heal. She realized that as healing and Sign told her that for the rest, it's quicker to see it firsthand. Sign asked Leon and told her to hold his hand. He asked her to look into his soul's form. He smiled and gave her his hand. She held his hands and thought it was amazing as she could see his soul's form. She said that this is the soul's form of this world. She thought it was beautiful, but in his left ankle there was no light. He explained that he used to be a hunter, but he hurt himself and was healed too late. They didn't have enough potions and aid, so they came a day later. He smiled and told her that even though it appears that way to her, the outside is healed enough. Sign responded that the soul quickly forgets the shape of the missing body part and they can't get it back once it is forgotten. He stated that healing is not all-powerful. She held his hand tightly and said that it must have been hard and she wanted to do something for him. She said that the soul forgets the shape of the missing body part and asked Leon if she could give it a try. Leon agreed and said it won't get worse. She clenched her hands and she mentioned that if it forgets, then how about copying it? For instance, look at the right foot and copy it. She stated that to restore his soul's form, she will copy the form of the right foot and reverse. In accordance with that shape, even if it's not the same, she thought if a soul remembers a shape that is more or less the same. She wondered if she replenishes her soul energy, then she can pull that goddess origin. The goddess appeared and smiled, and the next moment the dark patch on his soul was gone. She asked him how it is, and Leon told her that her healing is warm. He feels like he is in good shape. She was happy for a moment but collapsed. Falcon was confused and Sign asked him to calm down. He explained that she used magic suddenly and asked him not to do anything absurd. Sign and Leon were in the carriage and Leon said that he is glad Xiao suits healing. He is grateful they had this meeting since they don't have enough healers. Sign asked Leon to get off the carriage. Leon got off and asked him now what. Sign asked Leon about his leg and his leg was moving normally, and he asked if he was healed. Leon asked the monk to look at that. Sign asked Leon to keep silent about that, but Shu's healing is unusual. Leon was happy and mentioned that he can be a hunter again, not just him, but others too. Show his hope. Sign asked Leon if Shu's family wasn't hunted. He told him that they should tell others that his leg recovered over time. He should disguise himself until spring and then return to being a hunter. He agreed and thought that someday he could return to being a hunter. Sign told him to thank the goddess for giving her Shu. Shoko mentioned it has been 3 weeks since she has reincarnated. Following the recent slime eradication, she is picking up herbs today. She mentioned that although she has only covered a 1-meter radius, the basket is full in no time. After completing the ceremony, he started learning the basics of healing. She said that Sain-sama taught her how to pick up herbs. He told her that there is an abundance of herbs in the North Forest. She mentioned that stuffing it in a small bag is 500 gil, and it isn't as profitable as slime hunting, but it's her favorite work. That is because if they are talking about a world of swords and magic, her favorite part has to be herbs. Even in games, she used to like growing medicinal herbs in the field. The joy of maximizing her priority is simply, and she heard a voice. She saw there was a sword duel going on and realized it was Falcon and Leon. They are practicing swords again. Falcon attacked Leon and he got injured. She ran towards him and asked if he was okay. He looked at Shu and apologized to her and asked if she could heal him. She used her magic and it heals. He thanked her and told her she saved him. She asked her how his leg was. Leon mentioned that it feels so much better than it did before. Falcon smiled and asked Sho if she wanted to practice with them, and if she wanted to become a healer, then she needed to have intensive sword training. She responded that she won't do it today, and she will have Gina-san teach her how to cook. Falcon was sulking and thought it was Gina again. She stated that there are many things she wants to teach her. She explained that Gina-san is someone Leon brought along. She is the landlady of an inn in town. She ran towards the inn and she opened the door. She told Gina-san she is back. Gina told Xiao she is early and Xiao mentioned that she is the first woman she has met in this world. She hugged Gina and Gina asked Xiao if it wasn't cold. Gina smiled and said that's good and realized she wanted her to teach her about cooking. Shu agreed and Gina told her that they have talked about ingredients and seasonings before. She told Shu that she will teach her how to cook lizards today. Shu was shocked to see the lizard and asked her if she caught that lizard. Gina asked her if she never hunted. Jern explained that in addition to herbs and slimes, a child can earn extra money from hunting. Gina told her that there are not many parts that she can eat, but it's easy to make and it's delicious. Gina explained that first she has to peel off the skin and do it in one go. She then told her to chop and season and then boil it and arrange it on a plate. She dressed the lizard on a plate and said it was done. Gina praised her and said she can eat it. Shu ate one of the pieces and stated that because she has been living a life centered on dried meat, this tender texture is so delicious. Gina asked if it's tasty. Shu mentioned that it has a light flavor, so she will steam it and make a salad. If she wants to eat it with heavy seasoning, it might be good to put it on bread, and even if it's minced, she bet it will be delicious. Gina said that she likes cooking that much, and asked her if she wanted to come to the town and study in her store. Shu responded that sounds great, and she was so happy that she can do so many things. They turned around and saw Falco sulking. Shu told Falco that she won't do everything at once. Over the years, she would like to experience lots of things and told him not to worry. She stated that while Falco is working, she will do her best on various things. She told him that she will always come home to the same house as Falco and they will always be together. Falco clenched his fists and smiled. He said that Shu won't throw him away. Shu jumped down and agreed with him and told him that she is the one who was bothering him. Leon looked at them and said they get along so well. He stated that even in adulthood, their childhood scars still remain. One can't heal the wounds in her heart with potions. Gina asked Leon if he was talking about his mother. Leon agreed and stated that she was a true-born hunter, but she wasn't cut out to be a mother. Gina smiled and said it will be nice if Shu can heal him. Shu waved her hand and told Gina and Leon that she would see them. They told Shu that they will see her in the spring. Shu explained that her winter was filled with slime and lizard hunting, as well as herbs picking. She earned 1.6 million gil. Compared to her earnings, Falco earned a lot more. She was supposed to love a carefree life, but she ended up living in a cabin full of rules. Towards the end of winter, the forest demons started decreasing. She realized that the time has come for her to leave for town. Falcon told Shu that he will tell this to her in advance, so don't be surprised. Shu asked him what it was. He explained that the hunter that protects the North Forest during winter is a hero for the townspeople. Leon mentioned that this year it's Falco alone. In other words, there will be many people coming out to welcome Falco. Leon pointed in a direction and told her that she can see the town. Shu saw there were a lot of people standing there and Shu clenched her fists and thought about what she should do and if they would get along. She stated that she was getting nervous. As they reached the town, the girls surrounded Falco and asked him to play and eat something. Shu explained that it's been 2 days since they arrived at the North Town. The way they welcomed Falco, the hero of town, was amazing. There were a lot of people today and she realized he was so popular. Falco called Shu as he was being squashed between them. She pouted and said that even though he promised to take her to the guild today. She turned away and started brushing the floor. 3 children came in front of Shu and asked her if she was Falco's adopted child. Shu stared at him and called him a kid. Shu smiled and said there were girls. The kid asked her if she was listening and she realized that everyone has long hair and pretty clothes and thought she should buy that next time. The kid was annoyed and pushed her and asked her to look at him. She fell down and he asked her how dare she ignore him and called him a rude girl. He stated that the newcomer's initiation. The other kids asked him to stop and she just got here. He looked at Alfie and asked him what's with him and if he was being a goody two-shoes. He asked him how she can become a hunter when she's this spoiled. She took her broom and said that even when boys are young, they have strict hierarchies. He was confused to see the stance and she mentioned that if she is defeated here, she will become an underling. The kid asked her to stop but she hit him with the broom. He called her a coward and told her that she is using a weapon. She responded that what's cowardly is a big boy pushing a little girl. What he did before was bad. The other kids agreed with her. All of them stared at her and told her that she is pretty good and it was nice to meet her. She was about to fall, but another girl stopped her from falling and she thanked her. The girl told Shu that she is Aura. She told Shu that she is happy that someone taught Meanie Kane a lesson and said they should be friends. Shu turned around and agreed. Kane came towards her and apologized. He said that they should play and he will show her around town. Shu agreed and thanked him, but Falco came and grabbed her shoulders. He told them that today's not good, Shu, and he has business with the guild. Shu asked Falco if it was alright to leave them. Falco responded that his promise to her is more important. They all waved at her and she waved back at them. He hugged her and said that she made friends right away. She looked at him and asked him to let her whisper in his ear. She told him that she won against the boys in a fight. He smiled and told her that she did it. They reached a big building and he told her that this is the guild. Shu told him that it was big. He told her that they are registering her as an apprentice hunter, and he will be opening an account too. She stated that she worked hard to hunt and collect herbs during the winter, and she wanted to register as an apprentice quickly. The door opened and it was crowded with hunters. She looked around and saw there were a lot of people. The receptionist praised Falco for the good work in the North Forest. Falco held Shu in his arms and told Alice that she wants to register as an apprentice. Alice was excited as she realized Shu was the rumored adopted child. Shu introduced herself and told her that she wanted to register as an apprentice. Alice told him that he is raising her well. Alice showed her a vessel with some liquid in it and asked her if she could drop some blood in here. Shu was shocked and asked if she had to prick herself. Falco told her that it's for the certification and it can't be helped. She realized it can't be helped and pricked herself. Shu healed herself and Alice was amazed as Shu could heal. Alice asked Falco if he knew the monk who officiated her. Falco agreed and mentioned that she received direct guidance from him. She bent down and said if that's the case and gave her the supply pouch. She explained that she gets one when registering in the guild, and as for the belt, she attaches it to herself to carry around potions. Falco mentioned that the pouch is like an extended storage place. She realized it was like an item box and she can put up to 99 items in here. Falco mentioned that it will be enough to start off with since Shu is a beginner. Shu asked what about Falco's pouch. He proudly told her that he can fit an entire Akabansaurus. She sulked and told him that she definitely didn't want to know. Alice told her that she can replenish her potion once a month for free, but besides that, she will have to buy it herself. She explained that it's so that reckless hunters will be careful not to always get injured and asked her not to push herself. Alice told her that next, it will be easier if she listens to Falco's directions. She has to communicate. Falco asked her to bring out this week's demon stones. As she brought out the stones, Alice was surprised to see the number of stones that she had collected. She stated that it's always Leon who brought it and Falco told her it's all her own accomplishment. Alice responded that she will appraise it and put the money in her account. She requested them to let her finish. Shu was walking, and as she mentioned that it was a beautiful pouch, she can put various items inside. She wrapped the pouch and said that it feels good. She mentioned that she can put her stick in too, and it's not broken. She said that it's a magic pouch. People started laughing and Falco told Shu that it suits her. Shu asked him not to hold it in and laugh. While Alice was laughing, a man came to her and said that it's crowded today. Alice agreed and stated that there is an apprenticeship registration happening, Gaius. It's her first time and it's Falco's rumored adopted child. She is an anticipated rookie with healing powers. Gaius went to her and asked if she was a healer. He asked her that as a test as she will take a look at his condition. Falco asked Gaius what he was planning. Gaius asked Falco to shut up and told him that he was talking to the girl. Shu was confused about who he was, but she will heal him if he wants. It's a healer's job. She shook hands with him and could see his soul's image. She mentioned that he is strong and his soul is radiant, but it's as if the light is flickering and his body is full of wounds. She mentioned that she is curious about the scratch on his face, but the worst one is his right knee. She mentioned that she will copy the soul shape of his left knee and reverse it. She can at least do it one more time on his shoulder injury as well. She was exhausted and told him that she healed his knee and shoulder and she didn't have enough magic for the rest. He replied that he was really only bothered about his shoulder, not his knee. He agreed that she is small, but she is amazing. He welcomed her to the Hunters Guild. She was happy for a moment and then realized the name was Hunters Guild. She asked him if there were other guilds besides the Hunters. He agreed and told her that the Merchants Guild is the most popular. Shu was angry and Falco averted his face. Alice mentioned that she is interesting and it's been a long time since they have had fun. Gaius mentioned that her healing is excellent and his shoulder is really comfortable. He wants her to restore his knee too. Alice told him that's impossible, and it's been 30 years since he got that. It's his proof of being the hero that protected everyone from Akabanosaurus. Leon called Gaius and asked if they could talk. He asked what's wrong. Leon asked him to try and bend his knee. Gaius told him that he knew he couldn't. He bent the knee and it bent. Leon told him that she healed it without thinking. He asked her what he meant and what the heck she did. Leon asked Gaius if he could keep quiet about Shu being the one that did it. He didn't want him to pry. Honestly, she also helped his ankle earlier. But to be safe, check with a monk about his injury later. As Leon passed him, Gaius thought that he was healed and he could stand in line. The monk smiled as Shu came and asked her what was wrong as she looked unhappy. Shu told him it was nothing, and he told her that today he will explain healing training. He gave her a cloth and explained to her that this will always become a signal when she is called to heal. Anyone can get healing for free. She was shocked to hear about it being free. He told her that they don't receive any rewards, but those who ask to be healed, and even those who don't, donate to the church. Their donations help fund the church's operations and the dispatching of healers. It also supplies them. He mentioned that it's like an ambulance, anyone can use it, but in moderation. He stated that since potions and healing achieve the same results, they don't get too busy and they should proceed slowly. Leon told Shu that she had already done it in the Hunters Guild. Shu was happy that Leon came, and he told her that it's not that he came, it's that she healed Gaius' knee. Shu agreed, and Leon told her that Gaius' knee was injured 30 years ago. No magic would have helped him. Not to mention, she did it in no time, and he got him to stay quiet. But if everyone knows, there will be an uproar. The monk realized that reversing one side of a symmetrical object and told Shu that if a healer gets wind of that idea, the power of healing might expand immediately. He stated that right now, he does not wish to let others know of her power. He told her that she must keep it undercover so that only a certain few know. He patted her and told her to be careful not to use it in public again. Shu apologized, and the monk told her that she does not have to apologize for being kind. Starting tomorrow, he will teach her the most common method of healing. He mentioned that it would be a good idea to join the juniors who have been training together where the guild's apprentices are. Shu was sleeping and Falco woke her up. Falco told her when she was ready, they should go train outside. She agreed and explained that her day starts with sword training. She says that, but it's mostly drilling practice swings to her. While she was practicing, Falco told her that she had gotten better. Falco told her that when she swings it, her leg needs to be more stable. Gina called her and told her it was time to make breakfast. They were in the kitchen, and she stated that after that, she temporarily stayed at Gina's lodge to help her around. After breakfast, she studies. Then she practices healing with the monk. Everyone has long lifespans here. People from ages 10 to 19 grow up here. They are important members of society. Wherever they end up going, this is a place for them to return to. Falco and Shu were having dinner, and Falco told Shu that they will be spending some more time here so she can consider North Town to be her hometown. While she munched on the food, she asked if this was his hometown. Falco smiled and said his hometown. He wondered where it was. Gino banged the bowl on the table and told them not to say stupid things, and his hometown is here. Falco smiled and told her that she is right, and Gaius and Leon helped him out a lot, even the monk too. Gina told Shu that Falco was such a naughty kid and asked her if she wanted to hear it. Shu agreed, and Falco asked Gina to give him a break. He told Shu it was time to go to bed. He took her up in his arms, but it couldn't be helped. 2 customers at Gina's lodge called her and asked if she was sure she didn't want to tell Falco that Layla and her new boyfriend went to Lakes and Marshes Town. The other guy told him that he wouldn't want to hear about his mother's love affair. The guy said it's good that they didn't go to Lakes. Gina came towards them as they were whispering and asked them if they mind telling her more about it. The next morning the apprentices were gathered and the monk realized everyone was there. He suggested that they should split up into teams based on gender. As they were splitting into teams, Kane told Shu that she was with him. He mentioned that starting from today, they are a 5-member group. The other boy mentioned that they already have 5 people here and started discussing something. Shu stated that she has been placed into a boys' group. This must be because of her clothes. Leon was the one who gave it to her. Kane greeted Shu good morning and asked if she was good at slime hunting. He has heard about it before. She responded that she is not really much though. There's plenty of slimes in the North Forest, so it went well. The other boys asked her to show them and suggested that they should go to the rocky area. She was walking on the road and she saw some girls and asked them if that was Aura. Kane agreed and told her that the girls are picking herbs today. She stared at them and thought how nice it was, and she would pick some on her way home. Kane looked back and told her that they are almost there and told her to be careful of slimes. They were at the top of the mountain, and as they looked down they saw that the town was so small, and they were so close to the town. Kane told her that on the longest day of summer, they hold a star festival here at night. She asked about the star festival, and he explained that in order to call for longer evenings, the whole town gathers with lamps. It means since there are also stars on Earth, come back to them. She turned around and said that it sounds like a wonderful festival, and she will have Falco take her. Kane shouted, "Forget the festival, here comes the slimes." As he walked with heavy steps, he said he wanted to see her ability from training with the hero Falco. Many slimes came towards them, and they were scared. They asked him why he brought the slimes to them. He responded that it just happened, so he couldn't help it, and asked them to do something. She told him that this much is impossible, and after a while they were all done, and they were tired. He stated that Shu is really good at this, and her magic stones are a beautiful light blue. Kane stated that when they do it, it's a murky color. She asked if it wasn't because of the slime's acid. Kane was surprised about acid, and she explained that slimes vomit acid when stabbed, but do it twice and they will stop. After that, they defeat it. He did exactly as she said, and as they looked at the magic stone, it was a beautiful light blue. The acid left on the slimes caused the color to change. They praised him as he was good, it's nice, and he got a high-quality magic stone. They asked Sho if they could hunt like she did. She agreed. He asked everyone to hear him out and said that they should go around town and collect sticks that look like Shao's. Shu looked at him and stated that she thought he was naughty and ill-tempered, but it seems he's cautious and has leadership. Alfie is the oldest, but Kane is the leader. She told him that he was cool. He blushed and said that they should go and collect sticks. After that, the magic stones the children acquired increased in quality and quantity. The damage the slimes inflicted decreased, and the children received more pocket money. She mentioned that as time passed, she became closer with Aura and the other girls. She stated that Aura's family runs a large clothing store, and she plucks herbs that can be used to dye goods. She mentioned that she enjoys helping her. She became familiar with everyone in town, and of course, she never forgot to practice healing. A hunter's asset is their body. She will stop by the church on her way home from hunting and have a healer check her body. Even if she is an apprentice, she can meet lots of hunters. The training was amazing. Falco came into Xiao's room, and he mentioned that there's a North Town original custom, but it's not her job, and he picked her up and asked her to sleep. He told her that a child's job is to sleep. He told her good night and went to sleep. She stated that even after they came to town, Falco's affection for her never changed. That's why she never expected something like that to happen in the summer. It was the morning and Shu woke up. She realized she had to get up, and she felt like she was dreaming, but she didn't remember well. Gino greeted her good morning, and Shu greeted her and Falco good morning. Falco flustered while greeting her. Gina asked her if she was going out now. Shu agreed, and Gina asked her to be careful. Sho mentioned that a few months after coming to the North Town, her first summer approached in a different world. Sane asked Sho if she had heard about the star-picking day. She agreed and told him that another kid told her. He said that it's time to talk to Aura about getting some summer clothes. Shu smiled and told him that she already consulted her. She explained that it seems they will dress fashionably for the festival while she gets clothes from Aura House because they run a clothing store. Other girls are saving their pocket money. Unlike the boys, Aura's friends quickly realized that she was a girl. Aura told her that they have to be pretty stupid to not notice it. Sho mentioned that she saw Aura's unexpected bitter side while she had fun preparing for the festival. She heard that there are stalls too, and it would be nice to go around with Falco. Thinking about it, Falco has been strange recently, and it feels like he has been worried about something, and he is pretty down, and she wondered if it's okay to invite him to the festival when he is in such a state. Sane asked Shu what was wrong and asked if the preparations were not going well. Shu was shocked and told her it's nothing. He was glad if it's like that, and he told her that he called her here to talk about what will happen after the festival in the summer. There are always a lot of black lizards on the border of the rock cave west of here. They'd hunt them for about 2 months, and it's called summer hunting. But since it occurs on both Fukumori and Iwata sites, that 2 territories send out a lot of hunters. Of course from the North Town too. He stated that he hasn't heard the exact details, but as she is probably guessing, Falco is probably planning to go. She clenched her fists and thought about leaving the town to go on such a dangerous hunt, and she realized that's what he was worried about. She has been with him all this time, and she wishes he could have told her. He mentioned that Falco is one of the 3 heroes of the northern town. He was injured and can't move much, but he has been with Gaius and Leon every year. The reason Falco won't participate only this year, it's because he believes the North Town is cutting corners, but Falco does not want to leave her. She was with Gina right now, and she is already a member of this community, even in the cave, that no one will complain or worry even if the two of them are separated. Falcon may still be at a loss of what to do. She asked Sama what he thought Falcon would do. He responded that he would go, he bet. He is not a man who can give up on his duty. She asked if she should give Falco a little push. Sane denied and told her that instead of worrying, he will let him decide for himself. She told him that she will miss Falco when he is gone. She told him that the hardest part is that Falco is not talking to him. Sane told her that she is a really good girl, and that's why he will tell her something good. She asked him what it was and whispered something in her ears. He asked her what she thought. She told him she will do it. In the end, Falco didn't say anything till the festival day. Most of the people in town knew he would go, so it's her job to make him relax. It was the festival day and Shu wore her new clothes. Aura told her that it looks good on her. She asked if it was okay and she didn't look strange. Gina told her that she was sure and they should hurry to the others. Leon asked Kane and the others if the girls were coming soon. Falco asked Leon if he was nervous and if he was gonna be okay. The girls came and called Leon and Falco. Falcon held her in his hands and spinned her around. He stated that it suits her and Shu is cute no matter what she wears. He asked her if she wanted to look around with him. She denied and apologized to him. She told him that she already promised Aura and the others. He understood and said that he will have to give up then and asked her to come back by evening. Leon looked at her and asked if she was really Shu. She agreed that it was her. He was confused to see her like that and she was annoyed. She told him that she is a girl. She asked him what's wrong with saying an obvious thing. He asked Leon if it was possible that he thought that she was a boy. He replied that she always looks dressed like a boy, and she is also in the middle of their group. She has a cute face, but he thought that was the case. Falco was laughing and Shu was angry that he was laughing too much. She showed her skirt to him and asked him how she looked. Leon replied that it looks great, she is really cute. No matter what color, it suits her. Falcon told them that he was first, and he thinks she is cuter than what Leon is saying. She thanked both of them and said that she was going and told Aura that they should go. They enjoyed the festival and played together for a while. Falco asked Sho if she wasn't tired of playing and told her that he can carry her. She told him that it's fine and there are many people here. He was depressed and she asked for his hands. She asked if they should hold hands. The moment he grabbed her hand, she mentioned that Falco loves hugging her, and when she thinks about the reason, it's because he feels relieved by the warm body temperature that is transmitted. She held his hand, and right now, they were only connected by one hand, but it felt warm. It's summer after all. Shu told him that's not what she meant, and if she had to say it's not something that difficult, and it's warm because he likes her. Falco questioned because he liked her. He started to think about if he likes Shu, and then realized that liking or hating someone, he never thought about it. There are some cozy guys, for example, Leon and Gina, but that's because he likes them. But the feelings he has when he is with Shu are special, and she told him that means he loves her. He was surprised to hear love, and she stated it's not a word used by adult men, and she is sure Falco thinks like that too. She mentioned that she is the same, and Falco stated he didn't want to let go of this hand, and asked if she also loved her. She smiled and told him who knows. They were sitting on the ground. She sang "O night, come back again, for there exist many stars on the ground too." He took her in his lap and told her that he is going to summer hunting. He stated that he will be gone for 2 months, and he will come back for sure. She responded that he said it so late. He asked her to forgive him, and she told him not to worry, and she won't disappear during the hunt. They will always be together. She said that with that, the star-picking festival ended and the hunters will depart in 3 days. Falco himself decided to go, but he was in a bad mood. He wouldn't leave her alone, and Gina got angry. Leon was appalled, and even Gaius gave up. After all that, he got lonely, and they called him a pathetic head, and finally it was the morning of departure. Gaius gave a speech and stated that the black lizard's outbreak is early this year, and they seem in large quantities too, and the other side is pretty much the same. Falco mentioned that even though it's the day he departs, Shu went out immediately. She didn't even see her off. Like he thought, she is angry because she kept silent till the last minute. Gaius said that they should do their best for these 2 months, and asked them to show him the power of the North Town. Falco was hopeless, and they asked him to hurry and get on the carriage. Gina told Shu to be careful and have a good trip. Falco was surprised to hear Shu's name and asked why Shu. Leon explained that it's a healing team and explained that this year they are taking apprentices too. He asked Falco if he didn't hear what he was saying earlier. 5 healers, including the apprentices, will participate in the hunt this time. Falco called Shu, and she told her that they will always be together. He hugged her and she told him that she can't do any work and requested someone to take Falco. She mentioned that he was depressed just a while ago, but he got well in no time, and while looking at Falco, some bitter smiles occurred here and there. It wasn't an end, and it was the beginning of that year's hunt. They were in the carriage and she asked her how much more they have to ride it. She told them that her hips hurt. Leon smiled and said he was wondering when it was going to happen and gave her a pillow. He told her that a woman in her party had this kind of thing, and he prepared it in advance knowing she was coming. She thanked Leon, and Falco stated that if he knew Shu was coming he would have prepared it too. Shu mentioned that a few days passed after they left town for the summer hunt. She stated that going from the north town to their destination took 10 days after they arrived. They will defeat monsters for about a month. Then they will travel again for another 10 days. She stated that Iwado seems to be a mining country, and they oversee all the metals of the continent, and as the name suggests, in a country with many rocks, monsters are available all year round. In the mountains at the border between Fukumori and Iwado, for some reason, in summer, the black lizards have an outbreak. From what she heard, the grains that people grow have the power to attract monsters, and if they leave it alone, they will go south along the border. Leon mentioned that beyond that is the agriculture plain if a lot of monsters reach that place. Shu realized that's problematic. Leon further mentioned that in fact there has been an instance where the fields were wiped out and they are all working together on this hunt to prevent it from happening again. This year, 20 hunters came from the north town. 5 healers including apprentices Shu and Alfie. After that there are 2 pharmacists and 2 people in charge of meals for a total of about 30 people. The monk stated that it's about time for their planned break. After getting off, they will hunt monsters around here too. He asked Shu and Alfie should stay back with the pharmacists. Alfie stated that they are the only 2 apprentices here, so they should do their best. The lizards attacked them and Gaius, along with others, started killing them one after another. Falco asked Leon if he was okay. Falco looked behind and told the other hunters that if anyone's injured, they shouldn't overdo it and get the healer to heal them and then return to the line as soon as the healing is done. Shu asked Alfie if he had ever seen it before. He denied and told her that they rarely bring an apprentice with them. This is his first time too, but he has heard before that this platoon is a tactic that Gaius-san got stuck due to an injury. He explained that it's a formation spread out like a fan with Gaius at the front, welcoming monsters. The dispersed monsters are sorted well, so that they can be caught in the net and defeated, and even if a monster escapes, the healer waiting behind them defeats it. That's why the healer is strong too. He stated that it looks like it's his turn, and she replied that he was kidding. The lizard attacked the monk, and he slashed right through it. The monk told one of the healers that the right side is weak, and he should give priority to recovery as much as possible. They find it so cool. Alpha mentioned that he will also put more effort into sword training. Leon said that it's okay to get off the carriage and run. She suggested that they should run together when their butt hurts. Alfie agreed and stated that's good, and after all, it's boring to sit down and keep still. Falco came back and Shu thanked him for his hard work. She told him that she will check if he has any injuries. He agreed and she held his hands. While she looked out for injuries, she stated that she saw Falco and the others hunt for the first time, and it was amazing. She looked at Falco and thought that he can fight against so many monsters at once. Falcon, Leon, and Gaius were incredible. She realized that he is alright, and he doesn't seem to have any particular injury. He smiled and she asked him why he was looking at him with such a happy face. He asked if he was smiling and she agreed. She thought that if she said he was cool, it would get to his head. After that, she wondered if the air would gradually become more serious, but all the hunters' atmosphere was always peaceful. A healer checked their physical condition too, and thanks to Gina's husband, Gordo's food is always delicious. She stated that the hunters show enough sign of being exhausted, and they have arrived at their destination in the best possible condition. They were at the border town Nordum. Seeing as there's a lot of people, they will camp here without entering the town. A guy came out and told Gaius that he finally came. Gaius told Gale that he made him wait and mentioned that 20 hunters from North Town will participate in the hunt. Gale mentioned that he appreciated it and said that for some reason there are many monsters this year. Even so, every time the same number of hunters gather here. Gaius mentioned that he brought a few more from the North Town than usual. This year the hunters are flowing in the lake. He asked if there was something in the lake. Gaius responded that there may be a lot of monsters over there. The monk came and Gale was happy to see that he came too. Monk replied that this year he had some apprentices. He further explained that other than the 3 healers they need to gain experience, so he came with 2 apprentices and 2 pharmacists. Gale said that was a fortunate thing. Gale apologized and said there are not enough healers. He has managed to keep some potions in stock, but some people aren't feeling well and said that if possible, can he ask him to look at them soon. Monk asked Gaius if it was okay. Gaius agreed and the North Town is fine. Monk told Shu and Alphi that they will go to work right away. He mentioned that the 3 healers are the ones who will get really busy. Other than the apprentices and the pharmacists should go and make potions. All of them understood. Monk stated what's going on in the early days of hunting and what they are going to do if people are more injured than they thought. Sho mentioned that in that case they will do this. They will sort the people in order of the injury severity, like the ones they see in dramas. Monk asked if she said in order of serious injuries. She responded that leave the minor injuries to apprentices and potions, while Senpai and the others' mentors can take care of the seriously injured ones, and Monk realized that way they won't run out of magic, and it's possible to give treatment priority to the seriously injured people. He realized that was expected of Shu. He said that they should go over their methods. He explained that first, if the number of injured people is the same as always. As usual, they will work together to heal them all at once, and that is strategy 1. Strategy 2 is for when there are many people, and efficiency is required for healing. In that case, they will sort them out just as Sho said. Everyone understood the strategy. Gale and the monks started to walk away, and Gale mentioned that they will take them to the church, where the injured are. Falco stated that he is coming too. Monk asked him if he can pay attention to others too, and not only Shu. They reached the church, and they saw that there were a lot of people there. Monk mentioned that they will go with strategy 2. The people looked at Falco and stated that the Black Wolf has come, and this will make it easier. Shu asked the monk what it was, and Monk stared at Falco. She realized it's about Falco. Everyone called him Black Wolf, and she realized this is that. 2 names and found it so cool. She realized it was not the time to get excited about having 2 names. Monk told them they are healers from the North Town. From now on, they will give them treatment. But first he wanted to check the condition of their injuries. He asked them who can get up, stand in a line. Alphi told Shu that it's their turn. Shu reached towards the injured people and introduced herself and told them that she is an apprentice healer. She asked them to let her see their injury. The injured people were surprised as they let such children in, and one of them said there is a healer there, and it doesn't change the fact that everyone's injured, and asked why even check it. Falco stared at them, and they requested Shu and Alfie to take care of them. Both of them checked their soul image, and Alfie mentioned that it's a minor injury in the upper right arm, almost completely healed, but still needs a little time. He requested him to use potions. Sho mentioned that it's his back and told him that his priority was to treat his leg injury, and that's why it's not healed enough. The pharmacist told the injured people to have their back healed from the priest. Shu was checking up on one injured guy and said that the injury has healed, but it didn't get enough nutrition. She asked him if he was eating properly, and one of the injured guy told her that he is not someone who came with them because he is an independent hunter, and he doesn't think the problem is the meal. Shu replied that he can't play an active part in this state, and he has to eat properly. The guy mentioned that even at the inn he didn't get much food. He mentioned that if they are even a little late, there would be nothing left, and the price of food in town is rising too. Shu told Gale that the summer hunting should attract a lot of customers, at least the food should be prepared. Gale responded that the food from the plains seems to be late. She asked him about medicinal herbs. He told her that he is also short on that too. She told him that it doesn't matter if it's a little expensive, so be sure to eat a lot. If they stagger and get injured, they won't be able to do anything. He agreed, and Sho told him that in addition, he should come to the Northtown camp for dinner today, and told him that there will be a lot of meat. Monk told him that it's not a problem and he should come every day to check his body, and it's scary to accumulate injuries. He told him that in the first place, any healers in town will see them, and told him not to hesitate to come even at night. He told him to tell that to the other hunters too. The guy told him that it will help him a lot and thanked Shu and Alfie. Shu clenches her fist and he tells her that he is tired and he needs more rest than a potion. She stated that for the time being, she will let the healing magic power flow. He found it so warm and thanked her and told her that it became a little easier. He asked if healers don't heal each other in Nordham. She replied that because they heal others, and she never thought about being healed herself. She asked if there were really only 3 healers in this town. He responded that they have some more, but they are doing it as a side job, and it's always been like this. That is why this year was a little too much. Monk called Gale, and they reached at the dinner table, and he explained that as they can see, there is not enough food and herbs. The healers are exhausted and many hunters are already injured. No matter how much they are used to summer hunting, even in Nordum, at this rate things won't get better so soon. This has never happened before, nothing is getting better, even he doesn't know what to do, and it's troubling him. Monk asked Gale to get it together and told him that buying food is the top priority. If the planes are slow, he can ask either Iwado or Fukumori and buy from more than one place. He stated that even if he buys a lot, there will never be a surplus with this amount of people coming here. Then put the younger guys in a group and send them to a relatively safe place to gather herbs, and call all the healers who work side by side to coordinate with the hunters every night. In exchange, be sure to take turns to get a good rest. Shu told Senpei that even if they start right now, it'll take a few days at least. She asked if there wasn't some kind of familiar food that they can get right away. She suddenly remembered about the lizards and asked the monk if they eat the lizards that everyone is hunting right now. He smiled and told her that they don't. He told them that if the purchase from the plains are delayed, they can eat the black lizards in Nordum and get rid of them, without waiting for the food to arrive and until the person who went to buy food returns, and they should be able to hold on with this. Gale agreed and stated that even if they consume a large amount of lizards in town, they can secure enough to sell. Rather, it's much harder to get rid of people who don't buy too much. He said that they should steadily drop the lizards to the inns. Shu saw that it's a really big the black lizard, and she can't imagine going hunting for that, and they have to do their best to not lose to the hunters. Alfie agreed and said that he has to get used to this feeling quickly. Shu mentioned that Alfie is an apprentice like her, but he is really amazing. Alfie laughed and said that's not true. He told her that he practiced to do it like her. She was surprised to hear that, and he told her that it's a strange healing method. She asked him if that was really strange, and she told him that she has been doing exactly as she has been taught. Alfie stated that is why she is amazing. He raised his fist and told her that is why they are the same. They bumped their fists, and Shu said that this summer hunting, they should do their best together. They smelled something and said somehow it smells nice, like Gordo's food. Shu woke up between Falco and Leon. She put the blanket on them and covered them. She was dressed up and stated that she wondered what would happen from the first day of summer hunting. But after it started, it was unexpectedly smooth. She mentioned that depending on the participation of the North Town, 200 hunters became sloppy and only 20 trained hunters looked vivid. In addition, this year the 3 heroes made it perfect. All the hunters naturally took shape, with Northtown Corps in the center. Steadily they killed the black lizards. As for them, the apprentices, because of Alfie being 15 years old and graduated from the youth group, he is going to the hunting ground as a formal healer in training. She mentioned that she is 11 years old, so she can't go with him yet. Instead, she helps a little in town and spends a relaxing time. She was with some other girls and they grabbed her hand and told her that there is a slime. One of the girls told her that the herb is not here and asked her where it was growing. She stated that she was thinking of gathering herbs with the children in the town, but she never thought that not even one of them has experience in gathering herbs to get rid of slimes. They are totally different from the ones in the North Town. She attacked the slime and told them that if it's the slime, she will hunt them, and said they should gather the herbs around here. One of them asked her if she would really protect them. After collecting the herbs, she was having her lunch, and she stated that this way, she delivered the herbs that they all collected and sold the slime magic stones. She stated that she eats dinner before the hunters return, then goes to the church, where the hunters who return gather. She joined Alfie and checked the healing progression. Leon told Falco that when Shu gets bigger she will be a good healer, and then it would be nice to go on a trip together. Falco mentioned that in that case they don't need Leon. Leon asked him why and stated that in the first place they were together when he picked up Shu. Falco responded that something like that never happened. Leon told him that he is going with Shu, and Falco replied that he won't let him. Gaia slapped them and told them not to say stupid things without thinking, and told them that she doesn't like it and asked them to look at her. She was disgusted by their conversation. They said that she is cute like that too. Gaius called Leon and stated that he heard him talking about returning to the party. Leon agreed and stated that in the last party he had been working for almost 20 years since he was 50. He stated that speaking of 50, it was when he was called a hero and started to gather strong friends, but it all ended when he got injured. He asked his companions to keep quiet even though he knew he was a burden on them. He stated that his pride wouldn't allow being a party assistant, and more than anything it was impossible, living while relying on his lover who was in the same party. Falco asked him if Bianca was still free after that. Leon panicked and asked Falco why did he, and Falco stated that it was famous at that time. Leon finally fell for Bianca, or so it said. Leon was surprised and stated that she wasn't particularly upset when she broke up with him, and he thought that was the extent of her feelings. Falco responded that in his opinion it was him. Leon replied that when he thinks about it now, they would have broken up one day even if he didn't get hurt. Falco asked him if he was sure, and Leon agreed. Falco mentioned that because he never had a serious relationship, he doesn't like being clingy, and it's fine if he can get a partner at night, from time to time. Leon said that he is totally garbage, but there is some woman who says it's okay. Leon joked and asked them to think if Shu was dating a guy like that, and if she falls in love with a hunter and gets thrown away. Falco was pissed, and Leon said that it was no good and he was getting angry. Falco stated that it's impossible and he won't even allow them to approach her. Leon stated that since Shu appeared, the world has changed, and it's not just about the fact that his foot has healed. He likes living every day with Shu when she doesn't know anything. Falco stated that he felt alive. Falco voiced that he had never been pulled around by his mother nor joined the younger group. When he was 15, he was left behind in the North Town. He was drifting around, never blending into the community even though the cozy North Town wasn't his home. At least that's what he thought. Shu gave her hand to him, and as they were walking he thought that before he knew it, he was pulled in by Shu, who easily blended in and found himself becoming a part of the town too. Not as a hero, he is really pitiful as a foster parent, and in the beginning, everyone's eyes that were on him weren't out of respect, but fear and anxiety. Being such an amateur parent, helping the townspeople taught him that he didn't know that the children who were watching him from a distance urged him to teach them how to use the sword. While the girls try to take care of him, just like Shu, in all 50 years he has lived, this is the one in which he spoke to a lot of people. Leon laughed and said that's why if he wants to go back to bring a hunter, he wants to do it as a new him, and he doesn't think he wants to go back to his old party. Falco asked him what about Bianca. They have been together for the last few nights. Leon responded that he can say it's nostalgic or that he is used to it. But the direction they are going already is too different. Leon looked at Shu and said they should forget about them, and if Shu were to travel around, he wondered if she is going to team up with people her age, instead of oldies like them. Falco responded that he can't leave something rare like this to other guys. They should at least be stronger than him. Leon responded that in North Town, Leon and Gaius are the only ones. Falco stated that if it's Gaius, then he wouldn't make him feel weird as he is 100 years old. Gaius laughed and said he passed the test. Gaius was surprised as Shu was really beautiful on Star Picking Day. She wondered how beautiful she will be in 10 years, and he is looking forward to it. Falco was outraged and stated that he is changing what he said, and told him that he failed. Gaius punched him and told him that it is something Shu will decide. He stated that no one can do it, something like a 100 years old gap doesn't exist for him. Leon smiled and mentioned that there is no way Gaius can get along with Shu in that way, and mentioned that he is being teased like a girl. Falco stated that he too is just as funny as Shu. That is why he doesn't want to leave the North Town. Shu was in Falco's arms and Leon asked him if she was sleeping. He replied not yet, and they asked Alfie if he could walk. Alfie agreed and told them that he is fine. He mentioned that Shu worked a lot today. Falco smiled and said that's right, and they should hurry home and put her to sleep. A girl called Leon, and Leon asked Bianca what's wrong. There were others too. Falco told Leon that he was going on ahead, and one of the women asked Falco to wait. He was confused about the name and called her Floor. She responded if he vaguely remembered the name of his lover from the past year. Shu woke up on hearing of Falco's lover and said that she wanted to see her. Bianca mentioned that it's almost time for the hunt to end, and now they need to talk about the future. She told Falco too. He said they would meet again this year. Shu tightened her grip on Falco's shoulder, and he thought that his promises were important. Falco's lover called Falco, but Falco apologized and told her that Shu fell asleep. He asked them to forgive him, but until she becomes an adult, that kind of thing is a bit impossible, and asked her if she can try someone else. Leon told Bianca that he used to be like her, but he is not going to go back to the party. He apologized to her and she was about to slap him, but Alpha came in front of him and requested her to fight when it's only two of them. He stated that it's true that they are apprentices, but he doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Moreover, being a healer can't let him be, and above all, Shu is here and she is tired from working for them. If they have the energy to fight, focus on the hunt and request them not to get hurt. Leon agreed and told them that he was not wrong. Leon told her that Dur is going to form a new party and they should do the same. As Bianca and others walked away, Leon told Alfie that he saved him, and Alfie replied that he didn't do it for them but for Shu. Falco patted Shu and told Leon that she woke up for a bit before and he felt like she told him to be kinder to them. He hugged her and told Leon that wherever Shu is, he will be there with her. Leon smiled and agreed with him and said they should head home. It was the next morning and Leon and Falco woke up. Leon asked him where Shu was. He responded that she went to town with Alfie, with the reward from her apprenticeship. Leon smiled and stated that she is going to buy souvenirs for the children in the North Town. They are going home soon after all. Alfie and Shu were in the market looking at the valuable things and thought that a head accessory with a green stone, and Alfie told her that he just thought the same. They both said for Aura at the same time. Shu smiled and realized that Alfie wanted to specifically give it to Aura. She told him that Kane seems to like Aura too, so he is his rival. Alfie blushed and denied at the same time and told her that he doesn't think Kane is into her. She said that she will buy this red one for Aura. The owner told her that she should choose one more hair ornament she likes and told her that it's a gift for her healing during the hunt. Since a little while ago, she has only picked things for her friends and not herself. Shu was shocked as to how the mister knew they were souvenirs. He responded that it was because she chose each one after thinking a lot. Shu thought it was incredible and realized it was a merchant eye. She told him that she is fine for now. He asked her why and she replied that she will let Falco choose it later. Falco called the old man and she was shocked to see him. He asked him to give everything from one side to another. He stated that because Shu is cute and everything suits her. With her black hair, any silverwork shines and he is buying them all because they all suit her, so it's fine if he buys the whole store. Shu told him that one is enough. She told him that she wants to wear it every day, so get only one and she wants to use it with care. She wants him to choose what he thinks best suits her. He started to look around and thought about what suits her best. He looked around and found a hairpin and asked her what she thought. She told him that it's pretty and it's an indigo stone. She smiled and told him that it's the color of the sky from when she walked with Falco on star picking day, and she asked Falco if he could buy her that as a reward for her hard work. He agreed and said that next is clothes that match the hair ornament, shoes, and a new belt. She told him that she didn't need them, and he asked her what about a new sword. She responded that it is something she doesn't need even more. She mentioned thus ended the summer hunt that had continued since July. She said her goodbyes to everyone in the town, and after leisurely returning to the North Town, it was already September. In the carriage, Alpha told her that in September, there is a festival called the Moon Festival. She wants to go around the festival with everyone again while putting on the hair ornaments. She wants to see them soon. Gina called Aura and said they should hurry and go to the next place. Aura asked her to go ahead and she will catch up with her soon. Aura picked up her bag and said she just needed a little more. She was rushing to catch Gina and stepped on a slime. Xiao mentioned that after the summer hunt, they leisurely returned to the north and like when she first came to this town. Everyone greeted her all at once, because they haven't seen each other in a long time, or at least that's what she thought. They were surprised to see Sensei running around, and Alfie said he wondered what was wrong. Shu's safe that they have just arrived and for Sain-sama to be taken in such a hurry. She said she had a bad feeling. Kane came towards them and called out their names. Shu asked him what the hell happened and he told her it's bad. Shou mentioned that they haven't been told the details either, but it seems like she got injured in the meadow, under the rocky place about 10 days ago, and Alfie mentioned that it looks like something happened while she was picking herbs and the child who found her in first was so shocked that she was not coming out and Aura is not showing up too. He mentioned that their parents were scared that the same thing would happen to them, so they won't let them go outside. They weren't in town at that time, but if it's Shu and Alfie, maybe she will tell them what happened. Alfie was depressed as they couldn't even meet Kane and the others, and found it unbelievable. Shu said that they should go and see for now. They rushed towards their sensei and asked him about Aura. Aura's mom came out and told them that Aura got hurt and right now she doesn't want to see anyone. Alfie told her that he brought her a souvenir, a hair ornament. She stated in that case she won't see him even more as she can't use hair ornaments anymore. Shu was confused and the monk told Yona not to give up and he will try his best, but she, the mother, shouldn't give up. She apologized and closed the door. Monk turned back and asked Alfie and Shu that they should go back. One of the monks told Sain-sama that they are Aura's friends and healers at the same time, and they should tell them everything. Sain agreed. Sain stated that when they went out to pick herbs in a group, Aura stayed behind and sent the other children ahead. She then stepped on a slime and fell. Unfortunately, there was another slime in the place she collapsed at. In the end, Aura fainted while having her head bathed in the slime acid. No matter how much they wanted, the others in the group worried seeing that Aura still didn't come. When a child decided to go looking for her, she was found in a state where neither potions nor healing could help her. They were shocked to hear that, and he further mentioned that he did the best he could. Of course, he tried using the Shu healing method too, but both left and right parts were equally injured, so he couldn't heal her. He said that her eyes seem to be able to see, but the upper half of her face is sore from acid, so her face is not like before. Even her hair is in a state where she can hardly grow them. Xiao responded that Aura is more fashionable than anyone else, stronger than anyone else, and she is full of justice. That prettier than anyone else Aura, and while hearing all that, Alfie rushed and said he will be back. The monk asked him to stop and told him that she was reluctant to even meet them. Thanks for watching it, guys. Smash that subscribe button like it's your morning alarm clock.